like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Okay, how's it going, everybody? So today I have a very interesting video because apparently there's some Resident Evil 9 leaks, right? And you heard that correctly. Not 8 DLC, but 9. So these were floating around on 4chan, which usually I don't usually fall for these type of leaks or rumors or whatever you want to call them, because most of the time they're fake. This one I'm not too sure about. A lot of people are covering it, and I kind of want the things in this leak to be true, so I thought I'd give my my 2 cents in the matter. By the way, take all this with a huge grain of salt, but you know, let's get into it. So apparently the working title for Resident Evil 8 is going to be Resident Evil Apocalypse. The setting is going to be a ghost town in, like, let's say like the Midwest, right? Which is a good place, a good setting for a horror game to take place. That's where like Silent Hill is kind of set in. There's a lot of ghost towns up there. Here's a picture of Silent Hill. Enemies will look like some kind of deformed creatures with a huge emphasis on body horror. Resemble mythological creatures like the Wendigo and Goatman. Here's a picture of a Wendigo from what's the name of that movie? Antlers, right? Antlers is a movie that came out earlier this year, I think. I think it was earlier this year. Whatever. It was pretty good. I'm a sucker for like Wendigos and shit. Like that is right up my alley, man. I think like the lore behind Wendigos and other, like, you know, Western inspired like cryptids and shit like that, like Bigfoot. Dude, I think those Resident Evil could work really well with those. So if this is the case and this by some miracle does turn out to be true, which, like I said, I'm kind of like 60% right now. That's how I feel about this leak. Anyway, moving on. Enemies will be mimicking human voices and could even transform into friendly NPCs. They can perfectly mimic human voices, and the player will be forced to look at their behavior to know if they're enemies or not. So it's like, I hate to say this, but it's like Among Us. Nah, man, it's like The Thing. It's more like The Thing. In folklore, apparently Wendigos have the ability to do that, so that's cool. Monsters can get close to players, appearing as friendly NPCs if that person died and the player didn't see it. This is kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that. Anytime a leak starts getting super duper specific, that's when they start to out themselves as a fake. So you got to look out for things like that. The forest is creepy and unsettling. It's easy to get lost without a map. Sometimes you'll hear that somebody's walking behind you, but the creature isn't there when you turn around. And sometimes it is, and they're there for real. Ooh. Once again, this is like some very specific things. A lot of times, that's kind of bullshit, but whatever. One of the early bosses is Bargheese. It's a giant black dog with a twist, but less intelligent compared to other enemies. One of the main antagonists will be a woman named Glistig. She's really beautiful, designed with green and gold ornaments and a morning green gown. Man, what's up with Resident Evil and their creepy ladies, man? The players will receive help from a woman who's a bioweapon named Holder. She'll serve as a guide through the forest and tell you some of the town's history when you show her some treasures, keys, puzzles, stuff like that. She'll also teach the players different herb combinations. That's cool. Blah, blah, blah. The plot will be about the 9th moon phase, and the nickname Apocalypse came from that idea. The moon serves as the game's symbol. Once again, man, once you start getting into like very specific things and why devs name things, certain things, you kind of out yourself as fakes, you know? Either way, if this does turn out to be true, because Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village, that game was leaked, and it was leaked in a very specific manner, and this is kind of similar to it. So if this does turn out to be true, I'll be super excited, right? Everything detailed in this list, in this leak, I'm all for that. However, sometimes when you put too much information in a leak, it stops becoming a leak, it becomes a wish list. But, you know, who's to say? Who's to say? This could all turn out to be 1000% true. Anyway, guys, that's the whole leak. Tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment. Are you guys excited about the concept of this potential leak? right? Because I know I am. I've been seeing a lot of people make videos about this, so I kind of wanted to make my own. So that's exactly what this is. Anyway, guys, if this was informative or if you liked anything I had to say, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that cool shit. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, if anything else leaks out, I will talk to you guys later. Peace!